What is up, collectors? Matt here with the Funko Bro Show with Michael, and it has been a year of collecting. And we thought a great way to end this year out would be with what we thought were the best and worst top 3 Funkos that came out this year. So I know this is gonna trigger some people. We got some hot takes coming on these lists, and I think we're just gonna jump in with what do you think? What was your third least favorite Funko to drop?
Third least favorite. Ooh. Probably the Target exclusive Blue Beetle.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, the shield was great.
Mm-hmm.
Everything else was not.
It's
feel literally just a head.
Instead of having the chase, if they made the shield glow, that could have made that Funko so much better.
The chase, yeah.
Yeah, because like it really didn't need a chase.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't that great of a chase, so like I feel if they added the glow to the Target exclusive, instantly you'd have such a better Funko, and it might have avoided this list.
Yeah.
For me, I'm gonna do a hot take here. I'm gonna say the Owl Bear, both NFT and NYCC exclusive ones. I was so excited for the idea of getting ourselves an Owl Bear. I love D&D Funkos. But the fact that this box came sideways just killed it for me. Because in all the previews, it showed it looking out through the front window.
It did.
Which I thought looked really cool.
It did.
I would have loved to, have that sitting, staring at me. But the fact that it's just looking straight out of the mini side window of the box, huge disappointment, and I cannot forgive them for that.
I can second that, now that I've heard your reasoning.
Yeah.
The preview was a huge catfish.
Yeah.
And a huge letdown when you saw the actual...
Mm-hmm. So that was my number 3. All right, number 2, what you got?
Speaking of glow chases going off Blue Beetle earlier, I'm going to say Susumaru from Demon Slayer.
Oh.
She hit clearance, except for the chases, obviously, and people were scooping up that chase for some reason.
Yeah.
I mean, she's a cool character, but she's in 1 episode or 2, whatever it is.
Yeah, I don't know if the chase was really worth it to put it on that one.
Yeah.
So.
That almost makes me want to switch, actually, now that we're talking about it, to the other character. I forget his name with the arrows.
Okay.
Because they catfished us with that preview as well.
Yeah.
Where, he had all the arrows going around him, and then we get the Funko, and nothing.
No arrows, yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah, I remember that was a bait and switch right there.
Yeah, Funko did pull a couple bait and switches this year. But I'm going to stick with Susumaru for number 2.
Alright. I'm going to have to go bigger. And I'm thinking of a moment. I'm going to go with Pain vs. Naruto. And I love the fight scene in this show. I think it was amazing. But there's no detail anywhere on the ground of the Funko. It's not like you have the Naruto versus Sasuke fight where you have the ripples in the water. You have the cracks from where Sasuke's jumping off of the mountain. And in this one, nothing. It looked like they just threw sand on the ground. And we're like, all right, that's our mold.
Not even sand, bro. It looks like they just took a slab of light brown clay and said...
Yeah. And the fact that both of them have... And it should have been flipped because, like, they're holding their respective attacks in the hand further away from you when you're looking at it. So, to me, that was just, like, a really weird choice because it really wouldn't matter which way you flip it. But to have it further away because, like, you can barely see the Rasengan. So, to me, just a huge miss. If, like, it was Naruto on the ground with Pain standing over him, because, like, that's the scene everyone remembers, and then you get the really awesome Pain speech to go behind it. I think that would have made that Funko so good. But the fact that they chose this, huge miss for me.
Yeah. We talked about moments before on a previous episode. But I feel you.
Yeah.
I would have liked to see the one where he, with Hinata in there when he's throwing her up and Naruto's on the ground, like...
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. What was your least favorite Funko to drop this year?
That is an insanely tough question.
Mm-hmm.
It hurts me to say it because I'm a big fan of this character, but I think the Diamond Mike guy.
Yeah. That was a brutal one.
There's just there's no context for it. There's no reason for it. The glow was a great idea.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it sucks because I feel like Mike guy just kind of flopped.
Yeah, for sure.
And I feel like Funko just took a bunch of the Mike guys they couldn't sell.
Yeah.
Threw the glitter cannon on them and said, you know what, let's slap some stickers and get them moving.
Yeah. Yeah, that one was really tough because, like, the glow in the dark looked really good.
It did.
So
and it was all we needed.
Yeah, I agree. You know, doing this common and then, you know, doing an effect on it to make it special, and then to redo the effect in a different way.
Yeah.
And then I just think it's really weird doing the bag. You had to get the bag with it.
Yeah. Well, they've done that for all of them, so I get that part.
I do get that part, but it's like, you know, normally they're targeting more female audiences with it, you know, like Disney movies. But this was like, I don't really see too many women throwing themselves at Mike guys. So to me, it was just, that was a huge miss.
For real.
And I would have to say, I would have to go with the glow in the dark Soldier Boy.
That's a good one.
To me, a glow was not the play for that one. The common looked good.
Yes.
And if they wanted to do something special, Flocked would have worked better.
Give him that majestic beard.
It's been a while since we
had... A metallic shield would have been dope.
So, I'd have to go with that one. I think glow in the dark, really sad play. Not that it was just not glow worthy. So that's where we are. If you guys have a different take, make sure to drop those in the comments. But you ready to move on to the best three?
Let's get to it.
All right. What would you say ranks number 3?
Ooh. I think I'm gonna go with the Harvey Dent NFT.
Okay.
It's pretty solid.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they did good with like the split and with his like contorted, you know, burned up face.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, it's a Batman villain.
Yeah. All right.
Great character in the movie. Great Funko to represent him.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with a super out there pick, very unrepresented, and that's gonna be the Tapatio Man Fluffy.
Really?
And I think I love Tapatio. I love Fluffy. Combine them together, sign me up. And the fact that he was signing them, really cool to get. Has to be one of my favorite pieces in my collection. And I just thought that pop deserved more love than it got, or it didn't get enough love. So
I can second that.
Have to throw it on the list.
Okay.
Yeah. Where are you at with number 2?
For number 2, I feel weird saying this. I think I'm gonna go with Shinobu. Obviously, there's a lot of hype around her.
Yeah.
I like Shinobu. Don't get me wrong, she's great, but she's by far not in my top like favorite Demon Slayer characters even. Matsuri's best girl. Sorry, Shinobu fans, but Funko killed it with that mold, man.
Okay.
I copped one. I ended up finally copying it. I hate that I did it, but I mean, I had to get somebody a special Christmas present, and they just killed it with the mold. The butterflies in the back are perfect. Like, I wish they put that much effort into all of their products.
Yeah.
And obviously they can't, but...
All right. Number 2. It's so hard because, like, You know, everyone's been saying Funko's been like dropping quality, but like they've been throwing out bangers.
They have.
So like when you're coming down to these top three, it's hard because there are so many good ones to pick from. But I'm gonna have to go with the Funko exclusive Nanami. I mean, it's such a cool design. Him holding the cleaver. I mean, you got the EE exclusive glow in the dark, which looks super cool, but like, just the cleaver, man, it's so cool.
It's so clean.
And for the people who picked it up, I think it was like super special because it's like, it was right before he got the glow up in the anime, so like a bunch of people were sleeping on it. But like
for real.
But like when you got it and then he has his glow up, you're just like, man, it's so hyped to have this in your collection. Yeah. So I'm gonna say that was my number 2. And then what you got as your favorite Funko of the year?
Number 1 is such a tough call. This one's gonna be a hot take, and I know a lot of people are gonna disagree with this. And I'm gonna be objectively speaking, it's not like the most elaborate Funko, but I think Michael Myers hiding behind the bush.
Okay.
Like, that was just... Part of me wants to grab Funko and be like, we should have had this a long time ago, but
better late than never.
Better late than never.
Yeah, that was a good one.
It's just really iconic.
Mm-hmm. Dang, that's a solid top choice.
I think,
especially if you're a fan of Halloween or just horror in general.
Horror in general, but I'm a big Halloween.
Such an iconic scene.
Like, yeah.
Oh, that's a good one. Oh,
yeah. I was really racking my brain, like, number 1 Funko this year, and I was going through the con exclusives and the chases, and all that stuff. But then I was like, we had Scare Fair. They had some pretty good heat.
Yeah.
So, I think Michael Myers.
All right, that was a good one. For my number 1, it was probably the worst handled shared exclusive I have seen in a hot minute, and that's gonna be the 3-pack Fairly Odd Parents.
Really?
I think it's such a good 3-pack. It is probably one of the best that you can get. And the fact that it didn't get to Walmart was a crime. Like, it got sent to like 5 stores in Ohio. I don't understand why that decision was made. But like, I be seeing a lot of signed ones with all 3, and that looks so clean. So
it does.
I'm gonna say that would probably be my number 1 that came out this year. But if you guys disagree with us, or if you agree with me, because I'm always right, make sure to leave it down in the comments below. Happy collecting into the next year.